Hey, welcome back everybody. Today we're talking about the Jade Skin picks, and then we're also talking about what we think maybe the secret update could be towards the end of the year, and we're also very interested in finding out what you guys think the secret update could be about 9 months or so into this year, 2024. But before we get into that, let's talk about if you're looking for a good custom server, let me suggest, because by the time you're watching this, this should be a thing. By the way, these skin sets are beautiful. The jackhammer, oh, so good. And that charred wood, chef's kiss. If you're looking for a good custom server, let me recommend, I have two servers. One of them is the 2X Solo Duo Trio, all BPs unlocked, very accelerated experience. So again, it's good for like day one or a few days in. It's designed to have a lot of action. It does wipe every week. And again, by the time you watch this, these should be available as a fresh wipe. The other server is more vanilla-esque, which is slight boosts. And it is a bi-weekly server. So that means you have 2 weeks into a soft wipe and then an additional 2 weeks before it goes into a hard wipe. So the full cycle is a month, but it's just like little nice boosts, nothing crazy. So if you want a vanilla experience and a very good, consistent custom server, might I suggest you take a look, have a gander. And the best way to find us is to search Jade and then go to the filter and sort it by fullest servers first. There's just a lot of copycats there. And it'll just help you find us better. And then once you do find us, you can always bookmark us, and then we're good to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the secret update. They have that listed for about 9 months in. I want to say, would that be August or September? Somewhere around there. They do have a listed secret update, and I think it could be a handful of things. I'm just going to throw out 4 different variations that I think it could be. And again, we'll have a better idea of what these things are as the year progresses and we see more of the underpinnings with the other updates, if that makes any sense. So again, take this with a heavy grain of salt. This is very speculative at this point. I have it kind of narrowed down to those 4 categories. But again, very interested to see what you guys think. Please place those in the comments down below. I'd love to see that because you guys have had fantastic ideas surrounding this topic here. Okay, so I think the secret update could potentially be something like electrical furnaces, also known as the industrial update. I think it's still core to them getting it into the game as soon as possible. I know it's not like right away because we are going to get essentially underwater labs around May, but I think this still has to be a priority to be in the game. So it's really going to open up tons of gameplay. We have a lot of really cool base ideas and things that we've actively used. So if that does come in, expect some crazy good stuff from us and some really awesome gameplay when that does come in. So I know it's on the list, I just don't know when it's coming in. Another one that I kind of mixed together here that I think is a potential, I don't know how likely it is, but maybe parachutes mixed with a hot air balloon and maybe a little something else, I think is definitely a possibility. Because we've had a lot of parachute type stuff that came in I was going to say this year, but 2023 for the PC edition, and we already know they're not shy about adding things in. If it fits with the update that they're doing, they'll do it. I mean, just look at the update we have now. It's been fantastic. By the way, is it called Underground Assault? That's scheduled to release at the end of February, in case you didn't know. The third one I have is cars or modular vehicles. It's all the same thing. I know some people have said that it's not really a thing this year, or somebody said it, but here's the thing. Double 11's been so tight-lipped about it. I kind of wonder, like what the source is, because it's been, let's put it this way. We've been working with Double 11 since the beginning, and we never get a heads up as far as like what's coming. But essentially, whatever they release publicly is what we can also know too. The other stuff we dig and find out ourselves. So just to kind of give you a heads up. And again, we'll kind of know as the year goes on. The other one I have, and I think is pretty likely, is definitely a possibility. So if we don't have like the industrial update or some kind of vehicle that comes with this, I think it's going to be possibly the Arctic base mixed with the abandoned military base. And that's also known as the base that has the MLRS. I don't know what it's called. It's like a military vehicle that has like missiles on the back, and you can essentially pick spots on the map where you want to launch missiles. You have to get various components. It's actually quite nice for solos and small teams, or even big groups or small groups who want to attack larger compounds. So I think that's definitely potential. So we're looking at the MLRS for the deserted military base, but also with the Arctic base, we have snowmobiles, and those also work equally as well on sand. So I think we're still going to get a mix of another vehicle, because remember, Underwater Labs is going to be a mixture of both a procedural area, but also I'm like having a stroke because I'm like trying to click through here. But also, we're going to get some rains with that update as well. So it would be a nice year if we had like multiple vehicles come in for sure. So anyways, let's move on to the skin picks. I know I've rambled about this a bit too long. So let's go ahead and break it down. Here's how it works. With the skin picks, I do a green set 1 and 2, and then I do an orange set 1 and 2 to kind of like break it down. So if you have limited to RC, maybe my rationale will help you make a purchase or help you narrow down a purchase that you're thinking about doing. Okay. So we do have special items. I didn't cover this yet. This one's actually really nice. What's this one called? The Lunar Rocket. No glowing parts here. We have the Lunar Rocket. I'm sorry, the Lunar Dragon Rocket Launcher. Hello. This is going for 390. I like the decorations on the tip there. The rope on the handle looks really, really nice. I think this is going to be one that you would actually use quite a bit because it's not too flashy. Because let's be honest, you kind of don't want anything flashing when you're out there doing a raid. So I think that was quite nice. If you're in the market for it, by all means. I think this one's kind of sharp too. I don't know if I'll end up getting this for all of my accounts, but I do like the cobalt ball cap. I think it's pretty sharp. It's going for 120 rust coins. Again, those are the 2 special items. That goes for an additional week, I believe. That was updated the week prior. Okay, so let's do the breakdown here. So the full sets here, the Cherub Arsenal for 1,890 rust coins. If you get the whole thing, you save 30%. The breakdown here is if you're looking at 3 of these, potentially maybe look at getting the whole bundle because it's probably worth it for you. But if you have 2 of them, that's why we do these Jade Skin picks, because maybe it helps you narrow down the choice. All right, so the first one from the Cherub set is the MP5. No glowing parts on this, but I really like the detail there. You can see some booty cheeks on the, would that be a cherub, I guess? Looks really nice. MP5 is definitely a weapon that gets a lot of use too, so I'm always about skins that are very functional. You know me, I like deployables first, and then I like the functional stuff for weapons. And then we have the Cherub Bolt Action Rifle going for 325. Again, a lot of that really nice detail there. I like the color scheme too, I do. There's the dark phase of that. And then we have the rocket launcher. This one looks really nice as well. This is going for 500 rust coins. I don't know how good that detail is when I zoom in like that. It's nice. It has the hearts on the backside. Again, something that you would use. It's fancy, and it's not too flashy for nighttime. Then we have the assault rifle going for 500 rust coins. I do like the mag on that one with the Cherub. Booty cheeks up. Looks really nice. It's hard to get the iron sight down there, right? At least in the store view. And then we have the, yeah, did we get all those? Then we have the Thompson going for 450 rust coins. Also very nice. Then we have the double barrel shotgun going for 425 rust coins. Okay, so the green pick is going to be, for sure, the green first pick is going to be the Thompson, just because of its functionality, for sure. It's something that's mid to late game. Very much something that you will grab and get into. So the first green pick is going to be the Thompson for 450 rust coins. The second one's going to have to be the MP5 for the green, again, because of its high level of functionality during a wipe. And for the green first pick has to be the rocket launcher, because I think this one looks really, really sharp. So, did I say green? Orange first pick, I'm sorry, for the Cherub rocket launcher. And then, I know we have a lot of double barrel shotguns and stuff, but I'm going to have to say the AR for the orange secondary pick, because I think this one looks so sharp. Not as functional for some people, because some people don't always get to AKs. I know a lot of people do, but some people don't. But I think the orange secondary pick is going to have to be the AK, the AKs. Delicious. By the way, if you like to get Rust news, guides, updates, live streams, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you think it's something you'd like to watch. So, yeah, if you're down, by all means. You know what, we'll save this last one because this is probably my favorite set. You know me, I love deployables, but this one's actually really sharp. So we're going to go to the Lunar Dragon Veteran set. I think this one's pretty nice, for sure. It's got some custom sets. I think the price is reasonable for 1,050 rust coins. I think there's a lot of good items in here, so I think the bundle's probably going to be a very good buy if you have those coins. But here's the breakdown. We have a coffee can helmet going for 225, very reasonable. You can see it's a custom setup. See what I mean? Looks so good. Yeah, nice. No glowing parts. That looks awesome. Then we have the road sign kilt going for 250. I really like the details on the materials there in the center. And then the is that like an emblem or a shield? I think that looks really nice too. Then we have the road sign chess piece, a lunar dragon, going for 225. I think the back looks really sharp too. Yeah, boy. It's like enough to be you're balling, but you're not like a giant firefly. Road sign gloves going for 200 rust coins. Very nice gloves. Oh man, it's got like the dragon face on it. Nice. That looks really sharp. Then these are really, really, really beautiful. We have the Lunar Dragon metal chest plate going for 300 rust coins. Really like this one. I mean, that looks great on the front, and it looks great on the back. I mean, come on, dude. That's good. That's so good. And then we have, you ready for this? Metal face mask going for 300. This one's very sharp. Man, right? Like, they're so good. Nice, right? So nice. Okay, so I don't think it'll be any surprise. So if my breakdown, my picks here. So my green first pick is gonna have to be the metal face mask for 300 rust coins, because I mean they're just so custom and they look so mean. It's like the perfect combination if you're gonna use a headpiece. I know this one's more end game to mid, but still, you can always jack them off the big groups. You know what I mean? Wait outside with a double barrel. Patience and game sense will get you paid. And then the green secondary pick is going to have to be the coffee can helmet for the same reason why we got the metal face mask. So good. They're so sharp. So green secondary pick is this, and then green first pick is the metal face mask. And to finish it off, the orange first pick is going to be the chest plate for 300 rust coins. Again, so beautiful. The details. And I think this mixes well with other sets as well, under like hoodies and pants and stuff. And then the orange secondary pick is going to be the road sign chest plate, again for the same reason. I think you'll have pretty good coverage here. I think the road sign is probably the more utilitarian if you're looking for something like that. Not to say that you don't get those metal chest plates, but I'm more apt to go outside with a road sign. I don't know. What do you guys think? Down in the comments. Please, please, please chime in. And then I think the best looking set and the best buy is going to be the Roses Architecture going for 970 rust coins. Again, if you have this and you're looking for good architecture pieces, this one's great. It's very functional. And you know I'm a sucker for freaking deployables. All right, so the first one we have here is the chair Roses for 180, and we'll go ahead and turn off the lights. Very nice. Don't forget, chairs are very important because if you eat a little bit of food and sit down, it actually restores your health quite quickly. So if you're looking for an exit on your base with a locker and you have some food and you're like equipping yourself, eat one piece of food, have a squat, you're back to 100% very, very quickly. We have the armored door going for 300 rust coins. Very beautiful. I really like this armored door a lot. I think the artist that did this is exceptional. It's like stained glass windows. It looks so great. And the glowing accents just make this so much better. Or add so much more to it, I think. Did I say it was 300 rust coins? I'm like admiring it. I'm like stroking out. I forgot what was going on. We have the sleeping bag going for 200 rust coins. No glowing parts on this one. I like this one a lot. I think this one has a lot of character. I don't know if I'd put this one outside as much, but you definitely could. But yeah, it looks really nice. And if you're going to get the whole set, definitely a nice addition. So this isn't a bad skin at all. This is actually quite nice. And then we have the large box going for 200. I don't know why I lost my place there for a second. I was like, huh? Very nice. Same idea there. The stained glass windows with the glowing parts. I think this is extremely functional because you have a top glowing part, short end, and both long ends glow a little bit. So if you're looking for, or even where the lock goes, it's nice and glowy. It's very useful because you know how dark it is in the bases, right? Very, very functional. And again, with spray cans coming in with this update, this is going to be very, very useful for you. So again, deployables. We always need a place to stick the loot. So deployables are highly functional in my book. Locker Roses going for 200 rust coins. Also a very, very sharp locker set. And dare I say, this might be the best glowing locker set up to this point. The toxic one was really, ooh, that's really sharp. The toxic one was really nice, but it didn't have enough glowing parts. It had like a little schmackling of glowing parts, but this one is very, very sharp. I like this a lot. Then we have the vending machine going for 300 rust coins. Again, if you're the entrepreneur in Rust and you're selling things for a sulfur or whatever, this is very nice. It has glowing parts on the sides, front, and back. Very, very nice. I don't think there's any on the top. Very nice. So if you want a nice decorated storefront, definitely a machine or machine, a skin for you to get. Okay, so the breakdown should be no surprise. The first one is going to be the green first pick. Has to be the large wooden box because of its functionality. If you're not going to get the whole bundle, which I do recommend, it's the best buy, and I think it's the most functional for sure. But again, green first pick is a large wooden box for 200, and it's going to have to be the locker for the secondary green pick. Again, we got to come up with a better system, right? I even get confused when I do it. Again, for the reasons I stated prior, this is so functional and it's glowing. It's just a nice piece to have. And again, if you're using lockers a lot, this one's very, very useful. So green first pick box, green secondary pick locker. So the orange first pick is going to have to be the armored door for sure. This one looks so good for 300 Rust coins. And then the orange secondary pick is going to be the vending machine. I like the whole set. Again, I'm almost always getting every deployable. Well, let's be honest, I get all of them all the time. But if you're looking for a nice deployable set, this is a great time to jump in and grab it. So yeah, the wipes should be great. We have this major update coming to main branch before you know it. And we do have the roadmap breakdown. It should already be up on the end screen now if you want to go ahead and check that out. And hopefully we'll see you in the next live stream / video or even on the custom server. All right, love you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.